simple concept to get behind. There's only gonna be 17 laps to go when we get to the line. I'm gonna talk in slow motion so it's more dramatic. I'm gonna stop. Your Chris Buescher laps to go. Good, regular view. What? No. How nice I am. What are our signature online cars? I have like 5 signature online cars.
The 4.
One of... I mean like paint schemes.
I don't know. Well, probably for me, if we're counting like my whole online career, it's the Busch throwback from 2020. That's the one I think I drove the most.
Mine are like, obviously the Kyle Larson Advent Health, the William Byron car I can't use anymore, and the Brad Keselowski weird throwback car that became the primary scheme.
Hey, I'm pushing Ryan Sieg at Homestead.
Kind of weird how nobody, the only time I ever heard somebody mention that they started just running the throwback as the primary scheme was in a Twisted Toe video, and he only mentioned it for half a second before a caution came out, and he forgot what he was talking about.
It was Brad Keselowski in 2020.
And 2021. I do like the that version of the car more though.
I don't care because they just made the line slightly bigger.
For me, it looks faster.
I guess I do like it a little bit more. So.
And it's also just because I was so used to the regular one being the base car in every NASCAR game that like it seemed a little less basic.
They should have changed the Hendrick cars scheme, like invert the colors, make the blue red, make the.
No, they should have done what they did with the 2019 one where it was Hendrick Auto Guard, and it was just a pure dark blue car with yellow writing. I remember thinking that during that Talladega race. I was like, hey, wait a second.
I know it's like a collaboration or something with like, you know, blah blah blah, but they should make that like the Indy scheme that Larson's running for the Coke 600 as primary, because it looks better with the orange. Looks
we
like
should make the cars better.
And?
Falco mean and?
How? How are we gonna make the cars better, Ethan?
I don't know, but doing something, making them not suck. I don't know, Alexander. Make them not as stiff.
They're already not stiff.
Yes, they are. They're so stiff.
They're not stiff.
Yeah, they are. Okay, then what are they?
Well, they're not stiff, stiff, but they're not stiff.
They don't move, Alex.
They do move. They're cars.
No, they don't. Oh my God, shut up. That's not what I'm talking about.
Okay, they're not. It's not like they're bricks moving across. Well,
yes,
it's not.
They are. Okay, they're not like the Gen 6 where you'll move around a little bit. Your car can actually get loose. In a Gen 7, it's either you spin out or you're stuck to the track. It's like driving with traction control on.
I literally said that in
I just
20.
lost 20 spots.
Actually, no. I said that in 2021 about the cars. They look like they're like the tightest setup in NASCAR Heat 5. Like they look
Yeah.
big, and like even though when you're actually driving them, they can actually get pretty loose. But they just look like they're just
Yeah.
bricks stuck onto the track. They need to make
That's
the
the
cars
same way.
slimmer.
It's the same way I always picture like the early Gen 6 cars having stupid looking damage. Because I'm used to NR 2003 mods where the cars like when those specific cars get damaged, they don't like it doesn't look like real damage. I don't know if that gets the point across. It doesn't. It just the car just folds into a frown, basically. It just bends. It doesn't actually like break. It's like rubber. I love
I think the
NASCAR and
next
the rubber
generation of
cars.
cars, they should make them like super not stiff. Just make them like little pieces of paper.
Yeah, and then fans are gonna complain about, oh, we've had 4 drivers die before the season even started. Big whoop. Go look at
Big whoop.
1994 or something, the deadliest preseason in NASCAR. So what if we've had 3 cars land in Lake Lloyd? So what if... So what if we've had parking lots getting terrorized by race cars? So what if you can't even hit the gas pedal without the car exploding? So what if when you if it gets a little rainy outside, the car folds in on itself because it's made of paper? Okay, so what if the entire car will fall off the driver and you'll just be sitting there in a seat, still going, by the way, like that Brad Keselowski thing I was talking about, where he's just in a floating seat, like an invisible floating seat, but still going full speed. You know, who cares? Okay, as long as we get good racing product. Wait, Alex, I think you forgot to write racing on this script we're supposed to be using for this car.
What if we make the safer barrier, like
Hey
instead of
Alex.
what?
Yeah, these new blueprints for the car look nice and all, but I'm having trouble finding the part where the engine's supposed to go. Oh, whoops! Looks like we forgot that one. Oh well.
I have a good idea, everybody. What if we make the instead of foam, what if we make the safer barriers out of cotton candy? So when they hit the safer
I
barrier,
have
they're just hitting
I
a
have
big
more
slab of
ideas
concrete.
to. I have a better idea to save more money. Alright, first we're gonna start off with the cars themselves. We're gonna give them little roaches as motors. You know, the roaches flapping their wings will power the cars. We're gonna completely get rid of the brakes. It's NASCAR, you never need those. Instead of building the walls out of cotton candy, because you know we have to pay a candy company to make all the cotton candy, let's just dig up that hill on the outside of the track and just make dirt walls.
Well, actually, no.
It's totally not like after the first few cars hit them, they're gonna eventually smooth it out and turn into a ramp. That'll never happen. And the spoilers, well, we don't need those either. Uh, now for the track surface. We need to repave tracks, but how can we do that without using any money? Well, I'll tell you. You know how we usually use, like, you know, pavement to pave the tracks?
Yeah.
How about we use wood?
That you see, that would cost too much. You know, you have to
Okay,
pay
fine.
companies to cut down the trees.
Let's use that dirt that we were talking about building the walls out of.
Well, no,
Or
that would
metal.
cost money because we have
Metal.
to buy.
We're gonna make a metal track then.
Me personally, I think we should just make the track,
Out of air.
yeah, out of air.
Let's shut off all the power to Lincoln, Alabama, because nobody lives there, and let's light up the track. I think our new idea for sponsors, we shouldn't use stuff like Shell and Worldwide Technology, DeWalt. No, they're gonna complain about not getting their money's worth on our paper tracks and our dirt walls and our roach motors. So we should pay sponsors like the Greenleaf non-profit organization, or better yet, a great business decision that will never lose money. Let's make a business to sponsor all the cars.
Let's call it brush
There's nothing
paste.
wrong with keeping the exact same amount of money. Also, we should allow 3-digit numbers, because we're gonna run out of 2-digit numbers. Did I just lag into Joey Logano in an offline race? Because he just backed up. You know, I'm gonna trust his process here.
I think at the end of every race we should take the race earnings from all the drivers to fund the costs for the paper and the shovels, the dirt, and also the roaches, because you know the roach population is, you know, they're complaining because we're actually no, a lot of people are celebrating, you know, because actually no, a lot of people are complaining because there's a horrid smell after the race, after all the roaches have died and their motors are blown. I mean, they're roach
I think instead of
odors.
using paint, you know, that expensive stuff for all the advertisements and the lines on the track, we should use magic markers.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, that costs too much. we need- we need to
Okay,
use.
fine, crayons.
Yeah. Well,
Better yet, let's not even have lines. The drivers can figure it out themselves.
and if we use if we
Let's
do
not even have a track. Let's just make it pit road.
that would cost too much.
Okay. Let's make it entirely out of renewable resources.
Yeah.
The smoke costs a little too much too, so when drivers spin out or are doing a burnout, we can just draw in some smoke effects. Yeah, we can get Clint Boyer circling people's butts. Even though Clint Boyer probably costs too much. We gotta use, like, Johnny Johnson, the fake guy. And we can sign Mark Zuckerberg to drive one of our cars.
That'll get
So
the
we can get more
fans
viewership.
invested.
Mark Zuck. Hey, I led 18 laps. I won. Started 37th, finished first. It's impossible to not win a super speedway race in this game if there's no caution on the last lap.
What should the tire compound be made of?
Mud.
Too expensive.
Actually, no. You know when you breathe on your hand for a long time and all that wet stuff, that's what you should do. No, even better, when you rub your hands together and all that dead skin starts peeling off. That's
Dude,
what we're gonna make it out
I
of.
was literally just doing that. That's like a bad well, it's not really bad. It's just getting your hands clean. Well, with friction.
I'm probably gonna end the stream now.
My
It's been a whole 42 minutes.
I learned that from my art teacher. I didn't even like learn it by myself because I was like 5. She's like, you know, rub your hands together to get the paint off your hands or something like that. And I did. I was like, I didn't know there was gunk in my hands.
It's skin, Alex. You didn't know there was skin on your hands. That's a good
Well,
one.
no, it was like colored gunk because we had paint too.
Yes, it was colored skin. Stop being racist. I'm gonna end the stream now. Nighty night, everybody. Pony and his one message that multiplied. Alright, now I can say all the unleashed stuff You want to go ham on the ham and slam the wham, Alec Whamder? I
Yeah.
hope. Well, excuse me. What did I just do? Let's crack the case. Ah! Falco, me.